is another thing about Krishna. It's his notorious behavior. He does things, I mean, we were talking about how he spreads joy everywhere. He used to steal butter. He used to steal butter and eat it, and all the ladies in the town would complain. In fact, his mother was always tired of him doing that. I don't think, if we did it, I don't think anybody would like it. But why do we praise that Krishna always stole butter? Why do we look at it as a very good sign? So what is the reason? He did not even have to steal butter. His mom made it for him. But why did he always steal it?
Yes. Before I can answer that question, there's one thing that we have to talk about, which is in Sanskrita, like, Sri Krishna, we refer to him as Navaneeta Chora. Chora means thief. Navaneeta is butter. Okay.
Correct.
Nava means 9. So what is 9 got to do with butter? Like, why is butter called, like if you take any language, like in English we say butter. In my mother tongue Kannada we'll say benne. These things you cannot break it up or something. Why in Sanskrit we refer to that as Navaneeta? 9 nitis. What 9 what? So the clue is right there in that word, which is that there are 9 forms of bhakti, devotion. Okay. So butter, symbolically, it immediately, if you look at that word, it says, oh, they're talking about bhakti. So it is symbolic. So for that, you have to go to the source of the butter. We were talking about that earlier, you asked me, is that how do you make butter?
Yes.
Right? The starting point is milk, cow milk, right? So the cow, again, I'm not talking about physical things, I'm talking about energy.
Right.
Okay. So the cow milk, as you may call it, is what comes from Vedmata. So the milk, which is the knowledge, the Vedic knowledge that comes from Vedmata, the Vedic knowledge, is the milk. Now you can drink that, you can learn Vedic knowledge, it's good for you, but it's not butter. So just because you learnt a lot of things and you become a Pandit, doesn't mean that Sri Krishna will accept it. You know where I'm going?
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
So now what happens is there are people who think that, oh, if I learn a lot and I become a scholar, that God is pleased. No, who said that? See, I mean, knowledge is good. I'm a professor, yeah, sure, I guide PhD students, I've done all that, but yeah, that's all fine, that's great, but that doesn't mean that Sri Krishna is going to come and say, aha, this guy knows how to design chips, Yeah, no, he couldn't care less, right? It doesn't matter, he's not accepting that. So the question is, what do I do now? So what is the next level? So what you do is you want to convert, because milk, why milk is not because milk is fluid. You put milk in a bottle, it will take the shape of the bottle. You put it in some other vessel, it takes that shape. So this knowledge is very fluidic knowledge. You're not there yet, because you take the shape, this knowledge, you take the shape of whatever container you're in. Okay? So first step in converting to something more solid is going from milk to yogurt, curds, right? That process, what is the first thing you do? You boil the milk. First you boil the milk, then you let the temperature come down, right? Why are we doing this? Why are we heating it up and then? Well, because anything unwanted in that milk will go away when you boil.
Interesting.
So I take this Vedic knowledge and I contemplate on that. That is heating it up, energize it. Then all the unwanted stuff will go away. Then you forget about it. So let it cool down. When it's lukewarm, not totally forget it. When it's lukewarm, at that time, how do you make curds? You take a little bit of curds from yesterday, put it in the milk, and then stir it, let it sit. This is mantra, this is upadesha from a guru. If you did not have curds from yesterday, there's no way you can make curds today. Right? You can have all the milk you want. I don't care, best fantastic milk you can do. You can do anything in this world, but if you don't have yogurt from yesterday, curds from yesterday, you're not going to make curds today. And even in English, the word they use for that is culture. Interesting, they use the word culture for that. The yogurt culture, right? So, what is that knowledge? What is that solidified knowledge from yesterday? It's my guru. Where did he get that? From his guru. So, you say, where did the first yogurt come from? Okay, so maybe actually I say prayer, say Brahmanta Guru was Sakshat, it came directly from Brahma, So, wherever it come from, who cares? At this point in time, one thing is that your knowledge, I don't care how smart you are. I don't care how much you study. I don't care how much you know. Unless Guru Upadesha happens, that knowledge will never get solidified. That's why this concept of Gurutva has been given so much importance in our culture.
Correct.
Right? Gurus are very important. A proper Guru who has solid knowledge. Okay? So when he gives you the Upadesha, it gets mixed up with my own knowledge, so to speak. And over time, it takes time. Over time, like when you make curds, you come and look at it next morning, it's all solid. Not only that, when you taste it, it doesn't taste like milk at all.
It's changed.
It's totally changed. Similarly, this Vedic knowledge after the Guru Upadesha not only becomes solidified, it's different. It's not the same thing anymore. Even that is not Navaneeta, it's not butter. So you keep mathana, you keep churning it, right? So the churning is application of that solidified knowledge in your life in every single thing that you do. Every single thing you apply that. You keep on doing that. At some point, magically the butter will appear. So when you do that, that Nija Bhakti will appear. So actually when they talk about Sri Krishna as stealing the butter, now that is something he will accept. That Nija Bhakti, not emotion, not just going to some temple and saying, hey Krishna, giving a banana, coconut, he doesn't need any of those things. He doesn't even need the butter. That's why he's called Navaneeta Chora. So he will come and take that without your own knowledge. You would have accepted that. So that true bhakti, I don't want to use the word devotion because that's not a correct, that doesn't quite explain bhakti. Right? It's not emotion.
Okay.
Sometimes it may manifest itself emotionally. But Nija Bhakti is inside, it's not something that you display on the outside. So that bhakti, when you have that, Sri Krishna will always accept that without your own knowledge.
Wow, it has a beautiful meaning to it. And that's really nice to know.
Excuse me. Yep. So that's why he's referred as Navaneeta Chora. So my goal, even the Gopika Stris, yes, they would go complain. So your son is coming, stealing, but one day if he did not come, they'd be very sad. They'd be very sad.
Yeah.
They want him to come and steal. So similarly, all of us, we want him to come and steal.